Hello friends, this is another in the series of plying and spinning and carding, that whole fibre series that I started a while ago. And this one will be about plying. We talked, didn't we, about plying on this thing, the Lazy Kate, and I showed you how I plied the pink and the blue into that lovely purpley yarn. Well, today I'm going to ply this bobbin here in a different way, called a centre pull ball. I didn't invent this, I found it on the internet somewhere, and I've been plying in both these ways, and so I thought I'd finish off that series of with this lovely green and pink that I've finished spinning. I did put all my fibre away, but in fact the weather has been so wet and muddy and cold and dark and unrewarding, so I thought I'll get this fibre out, I'll finish spinning these colours that I've got, or at least spin some more of them, and then we can put this away and maybe do some sewing, because that's what I fancy doing next. So I'll just move this round here, like so. Just move the wheel round. Now I'm going to take this drive belt off here, and the way that a centre pull ball works, okay, this is a bobbin of a single, the green and pink single that I've done. Green and pink, always green and pink. And I'm making a loop in one in the end here and putting it over the drive belt off the end of the bobbin, so this is freely flowing now. Can you see all right? Doesn't really matter, it's this bit you need to see. And I'm going to wind this now off the bobbin onto my hand. I'm going to do it in a very particular way. I'm going to wind it around these two fingers. I'll do a little bit and then I'll show you. I'm going to do it around these two fingers. Okay, like that. Now there's a good reason why I'm going to do that. Because if I just wound it round my wrist, it would get tight very quickly. But winding it like this means that the final ball is looser, which is what I need it to be. So this is going to take ages. So, okay, so this is just going to be, the way that I spun this one was big stretches of pink and big stretches of green, so that when it's plied together, there'll be pink and green, but then there'll be pink and green that ply together. So it should make 3 different sorts of wool all on the one skein. That's the plan anyway. So what is it today? It's Thursday, the something of March. It's those sort of neither one thing nor the other days. I can't get out to garden. It's too cold and wet. There's nothing to be done out there anyway. So I'm just indoors doing indoorsy type things. Okay then, so why don't I put this on fast and then we'll get to the end of it, because otherwise this video will be about 3 hours long. Here we go on fast. Come on, Kate, you can wind faster than that. I know you can. Keep hydrated, very important. Okay then, so that's what your hand looks like after you've done a centre pull ball. And the reason why you put your 2 fingers like that is so that you can create a space, so that when that goes down onto your wrist, it's not absolutely tight. There's the loop that I put on my thumb, and here's the pink end here. Now, the benefit of doing a centre pull like this, if you have a small amount of yarn, spun onto your bobbin, that's a good way to, this is a good way to ply it. If you don't mind what plies with what, because you can't control that. Also, it only uses 1 bobbin. So with the Lazy Kate, I need 3 bobbins. In the old case, the pink and the blue, and another one to ply it onto. Whereas in this case, I just need 1 bobbin. It's here on my wrist, I put that bobbin back on again. I'm going to see if I can, I think that might be a good shot actually. We'll see. Oh, I need the wire. And okay, let's ply this then. So I need to get the waste yarn, just like before, back through the wheel here. It's quite twisted. Let's put that on there. There we go. So there's my waste piece of yarn. Let's just get that bit of pink off. There we are. Round the hooks it goes, just like before, except now, oh hang on, yeah, that's all good, that's good. So now I'm going to get the bit from my thumb there and the bit from the outside, and that's one end of the single and that's the other end round my wrist. That is still a little bit tight. Let's just loosen that off a bit. There we go. But because it's round my wrist, it can't get tangled. I've done this before by just winding the ball. Some people can do that, but I end up in a terrible tangle. So I'm going to ply this now. Just put that off there so that makes it a bit looser. Now then, and remember when I'm plying, I have to make the wheel go the opposite direction to spinning. It's exactly the same as when we were doing this before from the Lazy Kate, except that now I'm taking it off my wrist. Okay, so we can go a bit faster. That's it. Centre pull ball. So yesterday and the day before, in fact, I got out all my knitting wool from way, way back. I have a lot. Because here I am making wool. I don't really need any more wool. So I decided I would look at all the wool I own, look at some of the half-finished projects that need to be finished or dealt with. And rather than make any new yarn, this will be the last bit of new yarn I make for quite a long time. See if you can hold me to that. Because I don't need any more yarn. I need to knit up what I've already got, or weave what I've already got. Because I did have this idea that I would quite like to learn to weave. So that might be something that happens this year. So you can see, can't you? Oh, there's a bit now where just the green's coming with the green. That's nice. I'll show you this yarn at the very end when it's all finished. Because I want to get back to, well, I want to get back to some sewing, in fact. I haven't forgotten those indigo curtains that I want to work on, and I'm really just waiting for a consistently nice day outside to dye some fabric, but there definitely hasn't been one of those. I can't really ever get away from pink and green, can I? But I did do some more spinning and plying, oh, yesterday? Or, as I say, I've had a quiet few days, so I've been doing some of these sorting out jobs, and I did ply the orange with the blue, and I'll show you that at the end as well. Let's move the hooks along. Hello Norma, what are you meowing about? She's just over there, wants to be out of the window. She'll have to wait now, I'm a bit tied up. Could cut to the end of this. Another one of those watching paint dry kind of videos. Snow's all gone, but then I heard there was a forecast for some more snow at the weekend. That's often the way it works here. We may not have seen the last of the snow yet. It's still only March here in Northumberland. I know some of you have got several feet of snow, and so I'm trying not to make a fuss about it. Okay, nearly at the end now. And the other good thing about plying like this is, if you're plying from 2 bobbins, you have no idea if you've got exactly the same amount of single on each bobbin. Whereas this way, you ply right to the very end. There's absolutely no waste from either colour. I'm guessing I've edited quite a bit of that out. Okay, and there it is. Put that bit on there. So let's just take this off and have a look at it. So I've got green with green, pink with pink, and then some green and pink. So let's see what that looks like when it's all skeined up. Wow. So that was the green and pink. Here's the orange and blue. Someone suggested that the orange and blue might look nice together, and I think they were right, because there it is spun as singles, here it is plied. It kind of, from a distance, it kind of looks brown, but close up you can see the beautiful flecks of orange and blue that go together so beautifully. Not my favourite combination of colours, but I do think that they've come together really well. As ever, folks, thanks so much for watching. See you next time.